Hello, my name is Thomas Massari, and I'm a writer. Or I will be, hopefully. This whole dream started when I was a child, seeing the original Star Wars for the first time. I'd seen many movies before, and being a child with a short attention span, was unable to stay still and watch them through to their conclusions. But then my parents showed me Star Wars and I was hooked. It was the imagination, the scope, the spectacle, and as I noticed later in life, the characters, themes, and ideas that was my initial spark of creativity. This spark drove me through school, writing stories, poems, and other things of that nature along the way. Then came my junior year of high school when it came time to decide on a college to devote myself to. Unfortunately, I completely neglected any sort of search for a college, being so wrapped up in this idealistic view of how I could just go to Hollywood, write some scripts, and be fine without college. That was until my film shop teacher, Mr. Patricia, introduced me to Full Sail University. He implored me to take a look at the Full Sail site, the virtual tour, and the writing program. Out of respect, I did, and boy am I glad. I was floored, in a good way, about what I read. I knew this would be a great opportunity for me to go to Full Sail and hone my craft. A Full Sail education became my new goal, and as of right now, I'm at work trying to attain that. As much as I'm striving to complete my Full Sail education, that is just a short-term goal. All of the work I put in here at Full Sail is to better prepare myself to complete my true goal, to have a film I wrote get released in theaters. That is the dream of any screenwriter, to have your words be open for public consumption on a wide scale. There's something special about the notion of something you wrote, your words, your ideas, your themes, your beliefs, being able to be consumed by a wide audience. Paying for a ticket to see a film is proactive. People want to hear, experience, and feel what is on screen. There's no better catharsis I can think of than premiering something of your own creation to a paying audience. But I am still a long way from that happening. There are many skills I still need to learn to get to that point. First things first, I need to learn how to write and produce a professional script. I've written many scripts before, but they're all formatted off what the internet tells me they should look like. One of the biggest part of any business is professionalism, so I need to learn techniques to represent my scripts in a professional manner to even get my foot in the door. Once my foot is in the door, I need to be able to sell myself and my idea, which is something that I need to improve upon. I'm a pretty shy, reserved guy, so I need to acquire public speaking skills. Confidence is a huge indicator of success, which is something I hope to improve upon while at Full Sail. The final most important skill in this industry is patience. There are writers that have to write 10, 20, 30 scripts before one is even looked at. The filmmaking process is a long one, so if I'm to succeed, I will need to acquire more patience. With all of these skills, I will be on the right track for attaining my goal. Another key component to attaining my goal is my start in the industry. Everybody needs to start somewhere, and my desired start would be as a staff writer, who is a writer for a television series that is low on the totem pole and creative hierarchy. In this business, who you know is sometimes more important than what you know. So a start as a staff writer will give me an opportunity to forge connections with people who could help me get a job later on. This will also give me an opportunity to really stretch my creative wings and improve as a writer, with me learning new facets of writing along the way. After I gain experience as a staff writer, the next step for me will be to write scripts and pitch ideas. By continually striving to improve in both these categories, my goal will be much easier to attain. Along the way, an important step will be for me to network and gain relationships and connections throughout the industry. By cultivating these relationships, I will have a better chance at getting a job, as people I know may be in a position of power. The beginning of this networking will start at Full Sail and at my job as a staff writer. I can begin relationships with people at the same level as me, giving myself a support group that will be willing to help me down the line. I can also start reaching out to other writers through social media or guilds. All this stuff is fine and dandy, but it's all ancillary to the most important factor, your distinct style. Your style will indicate to an employer why they should hire you as opposed to 1,000 other candidates. My style will be, to sum it up in a quick statement, finding the mundane in the surreal. Movies are an escape from our reality, but the only way for that escape to be truly impactful is for there to be some sort of human element or evocative theme at the center. So, my voice will be quirky and surrealistic, but also eternally human and relatable. The impact I want to have on this industry is simple. I just want to make movies that people like. At the end of the day, I just want to be able to say that somebody somewhere liked a movie that I wrote. I don't want to make the greatest movie of all time. I don't want an Oscar. I don't want to write a movie that changed the industry as a whole. I just want to write a movie that one person was affected by. That's success. Alright, so to sum it up, I want to be a Full Sail graduate staff writer turned screenwriter who needs to deal with rejection to assume a quirky, relatable voice and achieve my goal of having one movie I wrote released. I said a lot there, but that about sums it up. Thank you very much for listening to me ramble about my goals and whatnot. It's been fun.